Hi guys, are you tired of playing small games and you want to go after the bigger fish in the business world? That's what a lot of people are struggling with. How to get high paying ticket clients without all the cold DMs, without all the annoying cold emails. There's tons of businesses out there that always tell you you just have to do cold outreach, you have to do cold emails. What I'm about to tell you is absolutely correct. And what they're telling you is 100% false. That does not work in this generation. So, what I want to walk you guys through is the 4 steps in order to secure higher ticket paying clients. So, this way you can take your business from the small leagues to the majors and start creating more content, more value, and ultimately more revenue for yourself and your clients. So it doesn't matter what business you're in, this is going to work in every single business. If you're a veteran business owner just like we are, this is going to work extremely well because you already have the proven methods. You just have to apply them to your business. And that's what this is all about today. So I'm going to walk you through it. My name is Steven with Business Growth Engine. We help veteran business owners all across the country grow their business by attracting the right people, engaging with the right people, and ultimately retaining them to create longer impacts and more value for themselves and their client. So one of the big things that you want to look at is we get this all the time. Everyone's asking us, how do you attract bigger ticket items? How do you sell bigger ticket items? Well, there's really cool thing. There's 4 different steps. And if you're already doing some of these, but you're not doing all of them, you have to do all of them. I recommend doing them in this order because you're going to start building up trust over the long term. One of the biggest keys with selling higher ticket clients is not so much as much value as you can give them. That is extremely important. But ultimately, what it boils down to is providing that trust. They need to trust you in order to hand over your money. Most people don't realize that sales, marketing, all of that is a trust factor. They have to trust you in order to be effective. So I'm going to show you guys that today. So step number 1 is a lead magnet. If you're trying to grow your business, you have to have a lead magnet. It's going to constantly be filling your pipeline with more and more clients. That is one of the biggest keys. If you're not running a lead magnet, you're failing in your business. What a lead magnet is just a simple, it could be a guide, it could be a PDF, it could be even a book that you've written. You have to have something that people can see, that you can give them value, and then upsell them down the road. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you have a lead magnet. Maybe you're doing construction. Maybe you're doing home services. You want to create a lead magnet that's going to spark enough interest to where people are going to say, yes, I need this, and this is going to fix 1 to 2 of my problems. If you have 5 things that you want them to worry about, fix 1 or 2 of those inside the lead magnet, and it can be a simple PDF. Go to AI and help generate this lead magnet. It's not that hard in today's space to generate content, generate lead magnets, collect leads, and ultimately provide more value. One of the biggest things that small businesses lose out on every single time is they're just not putting enough of themselves out there. They're not putting enough content out there. They're not putting enough value out there. They think as soon as they start a business, they can go out there and they can start hitting it out of the park with $10, $20, $30,000 tickets. And there are some that absolutely can. But 99% of us out here cannot. So this is what I'm going to show you. This step number 1, a lead magnet. You want to make sure that you have an appropriate lead magnet for your business. It has to be what your clients are struggling with. Figure out what your clients are struggling with. Figure out what their pain points are. Pick the top 5. Write about how you can solve those pain points and what it looks like for them now that they're solved. And then put it out there on either ads, social media, whatever platform that your clients hang out on. And in return, just collect their information. Because what's going to happen is you want to put them into an email list. You want to put them into a database that you can store their information and constantly send information out to them. So with that, we're going to move on to step 2, which is inviting them to a challenge. This is one of the biggest things that a lot of people miss out on. If you're a home service, if you're a brick and mortar all the way up to online coaching, you can have a challenge. Think about something that's going to rally the people around you, get them excited, show them what it's going to look like. Maybe if you're doing lawn care, maybe you have a challenge for the prettiest lawn or whatever it is. And then you do a buy-in. So this way you offer things for them and say, hey, it's going to cost X amount of dollars to do this. And it doesn't have to be a super high ticket. It could be a couple $100. It could be all the way up to $1,000. You want to look at which one's going to benefit you more and ultimately provide the best value for your customers during this time. Now that you've gotten them into this challenge, what's the next thing you're going to do? Hey guys, it's Steven with Business Growth Army. I'm here to tell you guys about an amazing opportunity. Sorry for interrupting the video, but I just could not hold it in any longer. This opportunity is going to change the way you do business. You see, in the military, we struggled because we went through a lot of crap, but at the end of the day, we knew we could rely on our brothers and sisters in arms to see us through to the end. They had our backs, we had their backs. Now, the big question is, if you're a business owner and you're a veteran-owned business, who has your back? Are you going solo like most of them do? Did you know that 87% of small business owners fail? And it's almost even higher for veteran-owned businesses. Now, we don't want you to fail. We want to let you know that we have your back. And if you're looking for a place to really grow your business and transform your business in the next 12 months, click the link below. I want to personally give you a free 30-day trial to our Vanguard community. Our Vanguard community is designed especially for veteran-owned businesses just like yours. It's where veteran-owned businesses can collaborate, we can grow, we can challenge each other, and most importantly, we have each other's back. So if you're serious about growing your business, click the link below to get a free 30-day trial to our Vanguard community, and I promise you, you're going to see more growth in 30 days than you have in the entire last 12 months. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about what you're going to do now that you have them in the challenge? A lot of people are going to take that challenge, they're going to make some money off it, and they're going to run away. So, step number 3 is extremely valuable. If you get anything out of this video, step number 3 is by far one of the most important things. It's building a community around your clients, building a place where they feel belonging. This goes especially for veterans just like us. We've been in that belonging community for a long time. Some of us 4 years, some of us 12 years, some of us 20 years. But ultimately, we've all been in that belonging. We know what those connections feel like. You would bend over backwards for your brothers and sisters in arms. Why are you not doing that for your clients? That's something that you want to think about. How are you going to create this community that they can rally behind? It doesn't necessarily have to be a community about your business. Figure out something that the majority of them are interested in, that your dream clients are interested in, and create a community around that. Feed them the value inside that community. Because 1, it's creating a rallying point for them to where all of them congregate. Number 2, it's creating a place where you can speak your products, your services, your values, position yourself as the authority. And number 3, it gives you a spot to show off your skills, show off your testimonial, show off all of the rewards that you give your clients. It makes the other people feel like they are missing out. And then step number 4, it's giving you an option to sell them whenever they're ready, building up that trust. Super easy spot for them to build trust up, guys. I promise you, most businesses are struggling because they're not building a community. A lot of businesses out there will just tell you to keep running ads, get more leads. You have to get leads, and that is true. But the problem is they don't understand, because they're just like you. They don't understand that pipeline. They don't understand what it takes to convert these people. So create the community, provide people into that community. The bigger that community, think of it as like an email list. Think of it as a place where you can go hang out and they're all talking about yourself and your services. It makes you extremely popular, guys. Step number 4, sales. Figure out the best channel for you to market your products. If it's one-to-many on webinars, that's the way to go. If it's one-on-one sales calls, do that. Whatever you're doing, stick with it for 12 months. If you can't stick with something for 12 months, your business is not going to grow. I know, I've been there. I've struggled with this. It's called shiny object syndrome. You struggle with this stuff a lot because you're trying to make things work. You're trying to see what's working, and you keep hearing all the time that you have to pivot so fast. But keep in mind that if you can't master sales in one format or another, your business is never going to grow. So the most important steps, step 3 and 4, but they're just as important as step 1 and 2, because step 1, you have to build that list. Step 2, you want to invite them to a challenge. It could be a free challenge, it could be a paid challenge, whatever it is. Step number 3, invite them to your community. Build that database so you can market to them, so you can sell to them in a space that no one else can. I promise you guys, if you guys do these 4 steps, you're going to dominate your industry. You're going to become unstoppable. That's what we teach for all of our veteran business owners, is the simple fact on how they can become unstoppable in their industry. There's no other way to put it. They build that stuff out, they become unstoppable. So if you liked what you see today in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Comment below what your favorite step is, or what you're struggling with. Also, click the link below and I will send you our lead magnet so you can see what a lead magnet is and how it works. If that's interesting to you, click the link below and I'll see you guys